The garden minestrone I'm making today calls for tomatoes. Actually, these mini mixed tomatoes. They're small, different varieties. They have thin skins and they're very, very sweet. But what's different about this recipe is the way I'm using them. Well, you know what? Join me in the kitchen later and I'll show you. Leeks are another ingredient in this garden minestrone. They sort of look like a green onion on steroids, but they're really not that bold. In fact, when you cook them, they're very sweet and they're very mild. You can cut them up yourself if you want, buy them like that, or you can pick them up in a convenience package already cleaned and cut, ready to cook. This jus de poulet chicken demi-glace is the last ingredient I need for this recipe. You can actually find it in the same aisle with the broths and the soups. A demi-glace is really a concentrated chicken stock, but that takes a lot of time to do at home. So you may not want to do that. You might prefer to buy it already made for you. It really adds a lot of richness to this recipe. I'm starting out to build some flavor in this minestrone by adding a little bit of olive oil, about 2 tablespoons to my stock pot, along with some pancetta, 1 package of pancetta, that's about 4 ounces, cut into small pieces. Just stir that around a little bit, and then cook that on medium about 6 to 8 minutes until it's rendered its fat. Okay, more flavor by adding some garlic. We actually have 5 cloves of garlic cut into small pieces here, sort of a large mince in this case. And we have 2 large leeks cut in half and then cut again into slices. And we're going to stir that around to coat everything evenly with a little bit of the fat from the pancetta and the oil. And then reduce this to low heat and let that cook in there for about 10 minutes until the leeks are nice and soft. Next step is to add our fingerling potatoes. This is 1 package of fingerlings cut into about a 1/2 inch dice. So just add that to your pot, along with 3 containers of beef culinary stock. And once that's all in there, we're going to bring this to a simmer on high and then reduce the heat to low and maintaining it at a gentle simmer and letting that cook for about 15 minutes or so until the potatoes are totally tender. Okay, in go the veggies. We have 2 zucchini cut into a small dice and 2 Gold Bar yellow squash, also cut into a small dice, and in they go, along with about 1 cup of ditalini rigati pasta. That's about 1 cup right there, and then we have the demi-glace, the chicken demi-glace that goes in here too, that really enriches the sauce. And we have 2 cans of cannellini beans that have been drained, and in they go. And finally, we're adding just a little bit of salt and pepper to season. You can even wait until the end to season if you want. You don't have to put it in here, absolutely. So let's just give this a nice little grinding of pepper. And we're going to continue to simmer this for about 15 minutes until the veggies are nice and tender. Okay, the soup is done. The pasta is cooked nice and al dente, but tender. So we're going to ladle this right into our serving bowl, right on top of the raw fresh tomatoes. Now the recipe that we give you, there is a recipe for a basil and garlic puree, but if you don't want to make your own, you could also use this wonderful Italian classics pesto, which has many of the same ingredients in it, and just dollop that really on top. Look how fresh that looks. Yum. And then just another little added touch, a little shaving of fresh Reggiano Parmigiano, and with a peeler, you can just do that and add that right to the top. And there you have it, all ready to serve. Easy, fresh, and absolutely delicious.